So what if George Lucas never sold Star Wars to Disney? What would his sequel trilogy have looked like? Let me explain. In 2012, George Lucas sold Lucasfilm to Disney for over $4 billion, effectively passing the torch of Star Wars to a new generation of storytellers. But what many fans don't know is Lucas had already started his own version of the sequels. But what was his plan? George Lucas's sequel trilogy would have picked up after Return of the Jedi, but not with Snoke or Kylo Ren. Instead, the main antagonists were none other than Darth Maul and Darth Talon. Maul would survive and become the godfather of crime in the galaxy, rising from the shadows to fill the power vacuum left by the Empire's collapse. But he wouldn't be alone. Darth Talon, a deadly Sith apprentice from the Legacy comic series, would serve as Maul's right hand, seducing and corrupting a new generation of Force-sensitive individuals. While Maul's influence spread across the criminal world, Lucas's trilogy would have followed a new generation of Jedi, led by none other than Luke Skywalker. But this Luke wouldn't be broken or in exile. He would be at the height of his power, rebuilding the Jedi Order from scratch. Lucas wanted to explore what it meant to pass on what you've learned, the theme of legacy. The trilogy would have shown Luke training a new chosen one, a young female protagonist, possibly named Kira in early drafts, long before Rey ever existed. Shout out my girl Rey Skywalker. Another major element of Lucas's sequels, the Force itself. He wanted to go deeper and deeper into its origins. His trilogy would have explored a mysterious race called the Wills, ancient beings that communicate through midichlorians and essentially guide the fate of the galaxy. In Lucas's words, it would have been a microbiotic world. Jedi would no longer just be warriors, they'd be seekers of cosmic truth, learning not just to use the Force, but to understand it on a fundamental level. Overall, George's sequels would have been darker, more philosophical, and deeply connected to the foundations of the Star Wars mythos. Less about nostalgia and more about evolution, passing the torch to a new generation while finally giving Luke the arc of a true Jedi Master. So what do you guys think of George Lucas's possible sequel trilogy? Would it have performed better than Disney's Star Wars sequel trilogy? Let me know in the comments.